Have you ever been in that kind of love-hate relationship? No, relax, this is the same channel, Scuderia. I didn't switch to psychology, but I want to make a statement. So if you continue watching this video, it means you know what I'm talking about. This autumn I bought my first and most crazy electric scooter, the Apollo Pro, which is a beast compared to my Xiaomi's 9bots, SoFlo and so on. It is absolutely madness in every single way, its purpose being speed. This is Raz with Scuderia, and today I'm going to talk about the Apollo Pro, its secret menu where you can tweak some of the scooter settings, pros and cons of course, and overall impressions about this scooter. So, haven't you yet subscribed? Why not hit that subscribe and bell icon if you like this kind of videos and would like to stay connected to my channel. A like would be fantastic. Okay, first things first. It has a dual motor, 1000 watt per wheel, that you can work independently or together depending on the task. I find myself using them together maybe 40% of the time. It has also a dual suspension and not like the 9bot, but the real one, making the ride very smooth for a scooter. Also, the distance it should go on a full charge is 90 kilometers. A little too optimistic, but hey, who am I to judge? Now let's talk performance and speed. Of course, like any other electric scooters, it has ride modes. That I will cover later, but the top speed with both motors working is around 60 kilometers per hour. To get to that speed, you need to be absolutely sure that you are into that situation where you are experienced rider and you are wearing the necessary gear for the job. Okay, now with these numbers out of the way, it is only one number that we need to cover, the cost. And this is a big number, almost $2,800. About 5 or 6 low-budget scooters. The 10-inch wheels make for a great ride. Along with the suspensions, you have the feeling of floating more than riding an electric scooter. But even so, the Apollo Pro has so many things that bug me. Of course, I like what it stands for and the engineering behind it, but there are those small things that for $2,800 you kind of want what it's best. So here are my 20 cons of this electric scooter. Now let me break them down really quick. In 2020, at the time of this review, it is kind of unheard of for a scooter company not to have an app in which you can tweak its settings, turn on and off the cruise control, control the braking assistance in order to regenerate some energy, check either the battery is charging or not, how much you can expect to ride with the level that it has. Apollo ignores everything and decides not to make an app for this model. This is for both 2 and 3. While riding, it is sometimes nice, if not safe, to know what button does what. Sometimes you just forget if you last rode on Eco or Turbo, if you're riding with one motor or 2. So Apollo haven't really thought about this either. I know their goal was to obtain a fast and fun scooter, but I feel that some costs have been really cut with this scooter. No buttons have been designed to be eliminated, or they were planning for the scooters to be sold in non-night countries. Most scooters have a regeneration system when braking. Some of the energy is regenerated and it's going back to the battery, but with the Apollo there is no app to control this, so there is none. In terms of lights, what I was particularly interested in was upgrading immediately, but I wasn't very impressed. The lights are so awful. In every sense, it is the worst I have ever tested, and this is because 2 beams were fitted on the deck, which are not even powerful to see in plain dark, but not safe either. Even in my own tests compared to other scooters, Apollos were the worst, measuring a distance of 1.40 meters of coverage. Cars can see the lights on the deck, especially if you are riding during the night, so I would suggest an extra light to do the job. Apollo haven't got any Apollo branded ones on their website specially designed for this model, so an alternative could be something to consider. No cruise control. Well, almost anyway. If you want to turn on and off this option in any other scooter's app, you just go and do that. Because Apollo has no app, it is necessary to go into its hidden menu. I will cover this part also later on. If you are not connected to an app, there are few indicators that can show the charging process. Actually, one, the red green light on the Apollo charger. Now, why would you consider this being a good idea? I really would opt any day for a fast charger than two chargers. I mean, whoever thought this is a good idea, I don't know. The Apollo Pro can come with normal disc brakes or hydraulic, which make for a better braking experience, of course. I went ahead and got the disc brakes and they are somehow light. Not bad, but not too good. They are kind of in the middle, which for a 60 km/h scooter could have been a lot better. The Apollo Pro community is somehow small. Many people will opt for other electric scooters, cheaper and lighter of course. So many owners like me feel somehow lonely in this world. I am talking about social network groups where questions can be asked and immediately be answered and so on. An important aspect of the design of many scooters are the parts they are made of. Apollo is mostly steel and plastic. The steel is okay, but the plastics are really cheap and not represent really an expensive product as this is. Voltage indicator is more a geek add-on than a thing to wish for when buying this scooter. Most electric scooters producers try to keep it simple for its customers, as electric scooters are still debatable subjects, so putting more gadgets on the handlebar of their scooters only defocuses the rider and could end up in accidents. I really find this odd, as long as this is really a way of promoting the brand and more offering the customers the satisfaction that the company takes its products really seriously and invests also in details, not only in speed and comfort. Acceleration knob. Okay, this is actually something you can live with, but is not really what I would prefer getting if I were to choose. You can order a separate thumb accelerator from Apollo, of course. Rust. Okay, this is a bad one. I live in Denmark, where rain and humidity is normal. Even so, I haven't ridden in direct rain, only after short showers, but still, I can already see some rust appearing on some parts of the scooter, after around 120 kilometers and 3 months of owning. More to mention is that the scooter always stays inside my home. The weight. This is a 36 kilogram scooter that is not comfortable to carry around, so it is a heavy disadvantage in my opinion. It is not only heavy, but it's wider and longer than other scooters, of course, so take into consideration an increased volume altogether. Mudguards. What mudguards? If you ride after showers or rains, prepare to be wet when you get to your destination. And yes, the scooter has mudguards, but the one in the bag is absolutely useless. The price. Oh, the price. At $2,800 I am a little bit disappointed, yes, I must say. Why wouldn't I? I would love to know your opinion though. Would you spend this kind of money on an electric scooter? Write your comment in the dedicated section. My favorite things about the scooter are: but how is it to ride the scooter? Well, it's fun for sure. It is more powerful than the budget-friendly scooter that I have been testing, but it is also triple or more power as well. So it is to be expected to be quick and also comfortable because of these suspensions. In my commute test, this is the fastest scooter right after the electric bike. Now let's talk about the modes: dual or single motor, eco or turbo, secret menu, and so on. First off, let's see some top speeds for both motors. Gear 1, 2 and 3, eco mode off. Second, Eco mode on, one wheel traction and gear 1, 2 and 3. Lastly, Eco mode off, gears 1, 2 and 3 and only one motor rear drive. So before going to the submenu, this is the way to turn on the scooter and some information about the mode and on-off button. Hold the mode button down will power on the lights. To switch them off, redo the process. Press on and off button. You will navigate through the menu where you can see the last trip, the voltage and so on. Now the secret menu is accessed like this. Power and mode button to be held in the same time for 3 seconds until the display changes into this screen. Brightness level, 1 being the lowest, 3 the highest. I have selected 2. Miles or kilometers, that's anyone's choice. Voltage, I recommend not to tweak this unless you know exactly what you are doing. Dormancy time. How long should the scooter stay inactive? In minutes. I have my scooter turn off after 5 minutes. Maximum is 60. Unused. Wheel size. My scooter comes with 10-inch wheels, so 10 is set. Number of magnets. Again, only tweak this if you know what you are doing. Power limiter. Many scooters come with around 80% of the power set by the manufacturer, so if you feel like tweaking, this is the place to go. I have set mine to 100% by the manufacturer. Kick or not. This is not a kick scooter, so as soon as you press the accelerator it rolls on, but if you want to make it similar to kick scooters, this is the place to change the settings. 0 is for off and 1 is for on. Unused. Level of electronic braking. This is a sort of power generation option which is not set in any way on mine, so do any tweaking if you feel like it. Soft or high acceleration from 0. Now my scooter acts like a beast when the second motor is on. It pulls me very fast, but this is where you can set how hard or soft you want to set off. Unused. Also unused. Cut off voltage. Do it if you know what you're doing. 0. The odometer. This operation can be done on new scooters that have less than 5 kilometers. Finally, cruise control, on or off. Well, nice they included this here. Sarcastic or not, what's the big deal with cruise control? I mean, other scooters have it in their app, but they decided to put it here. Anyway, cruise control is so good with this kind of scooter, as I find myself usually I need a ride to a certain speed to make a riding experience a great one. So cruise control for me is always a good idea to use. Also unused. Well, there you have it. Must say, I'm not in any way responsible for any problems you might have with your scooter tweaking with these options. I am only sharing with you this information, but I mustn't be held responsible in any way with your actions. So, if you do it, you are doing it on your own risk. In the end, my feelings are mixed. I really enjoy riding the Apollo, but 20 minuses are enough to keep me wondering how come they didn't take so many things into consideration before launching a product like this. Maybe I am too picky, but I wanted to share with you all of this. That's it for now. Thanks for watching and I wish you a great 2021. See you next time. Till then, stay safe and ride eco. Peace out. So just after finishing this video I got my usual commute to work, and on that specific morning I found something odd about my scooter. The handlebar was stiff. It was turning right and left with a bit of struggle. I didn't know why. Also, at some point, as you can see from the video, I stopped to check what's going on and some faded smoke was coming out of the back. It wasn't a very cold day, so it couldn't be the brakes. Even if they were, it was on the opposite side. Moreover, there is an attention warning on the dashboard which appeared without me seeing it before, so pretty odd as well. By the end of this video, I have contacted the local reseller in Denmark, but the lack of response worries me just a bit. We'll be back with an update in another video. Do check my other video on Apollo's off-road experience. This time I am really out. Peace out!